going on, guys? All right, back on the Oldsmobile again. We're getting a lot of momentum going here, which is great because we only have a year left. So we're in a time crunch now. Not really. I think we're moving pretty good. So I guess what we're working on this week is electrical. Hopefully brakes too. I'm not 100% sure. But before we get into this, the Model A is going to go to prom this coming weekend. So got a kid over in Longton, and he's wanting to borrow it. He's wanting to drive it in the basically the walk-in parade. So him and his date are gonna take the Model A and take it up there to the walk-in. So it'll be pretty neat. Pretty excited about that. So we need to get that thing cleaned up this week. Get the inside. Need to get something figured out to where it won't rip her dress when she hops out. Because I had to do the same thing on the Volkswagen rat rod that I used to have. If you guys are new to the channel, you know, I mean, that thing was a piece. So super cool. But a lot of things that would grab on a dress or a shirt and just rip it. The Model A is not as bad, but it is pretty close. So we're gonna work on getting that kind of, I guess, dress proof. Last thing you probably want at a high school prom is some chick losing her dress before the prom. So we're gonna get that fixed up, and we're gonna put some different horns on it. So actually, I got some horns that were gonna go on the Oldsmobile, but we're gonna end up putting them on the Model A for the time being, and they are a lot louder. So we'll get those in. So I'll probably start messing with that tomorrow or the next day. But today I am starting on the wiring. So let's kind of see what we got going here. All right, so we got our wiring mess here. And by the way, I did not realize heat shrink is so dang expensive. I bought 8 foot of this crap at O'Reilly's. And this is the biggest that they had, unless you want to buy the variety pack. This is 3/16. Not even close to big enough, but 8 foot was $10. So, and if you want to buy one of the kits, has different colors and stuff, it's 20. So I didn't really want to spend that much. As much as I do care about the wiring on this project, I will make this heat shrink work. But the loom, so we got all these separated. This is going to be the 2 rolls that we are not going to use. This set right here goes to the actual ignition switch, and I got a battery cable 12 volt feed to the ignition that's going to go into that breaker right there. Now we also have switches up here, so we will run the running lights, fan, all that stuff will be on these switches, and that way we get a constant power to the fan, everything else like that. So that will be great. The breaker is 150 amp, and this also works as a battery switch. So whenever you want to kill the power to the car, just push this, and you no longer have power to anything in this vehicle. So I do like that. I have one on the Model A, and I also have a battery cutoff switch on the Model A, but this does both, so there's no need in the shutoff switch. But right now I do need to get the ignition back up in there, and once that's bolted in, we'll kind of tidy up some more wires, get those out of the way, and yeah, just kind of go along with it and just wire as we go. So that is the idea. All right, guys, so we got some of the wiring done underneath the dash. Actually, everything is hooked up except right here we have our indicator lights. So you got your left turn, right turn, and high beam indicator. And this one will go to our brake switch. this one actually powers, or not powers, but yeah, so this wire goes to the back to turn the brake lights on, and then this one actually powers that switch that will go on the brake pedal. So those need to be hooked up. And then this we're not going to hook up because I don't know what it goes to. Came off the steering column. So we will just tie that up somewhere and hope for the best. But back here we got all of our ground wires, and with those, being that there's going to be a bunch of them, I don't want to just put them all together and just put them on a post somewhere. And as far as grounding through the body and going through the body and the chassis, all that stuff like that, it does work. But I tell you, as many issues that I've had finding a bad ground is I hate it. So this is basically a junction box. I bought this at Allen's Automotive. They're in Chanute. They're 19 bucks, and you can put up to 8 ground wires on this thing, or more. I mean, if you want to double them up on each post. But I shouldn't have that many grounds. So basically the idea is we're going to take the battery ground, and it's going to go to the back of the engine, and then it's going to go to the frame, and then to this. That way we get a full ground on everything. And of course we'll put one on the body too. So I actually have 4 ground wires, main ground wires, coming off of, 1 coming off the battery and then 3 coming off this. So that's not too bad. That'll be good. And then all the little small grounds and crap like that. So there's a ton of them on this. So the idea is to put them all on this and kind of just make it simple, stupid, you know, have a good ground, no issues. Because again, that is one of the most frustrating things, is trying to find a ground problem. So we'll get that handled. As far as these wires here, I need to just loom them, and these are going to go to the power seats. That way we can actually power these on and be all fancy like that. So yeah, and then I did get the dimmer switch. I got that bolted in. I don't know if you guys can see that past that jungle of crap. But that is bolted in. So we now have a brights and a high beam and a low beam. Everything else I usually just wire high beam and deal with it. But we're not going to do that. We're trying to do this right. I'm not used to that. So still trying to figure it out. We do got more wire loom coming because that looks like garbage. So being the steering column harness, I don't want to take all that back apart. So I did get some split loom, but it matches the rest of it. So that will be the only piece on this car that is split loom harness. The rest of it's going to be full loom. So yeah, next part is I need to drill some holes in here because we do have to have the indicator lights, and I can have some very, very bright LED, basically chicken light. So got these, I think paid $3-4 a piece of swap meet, so got a pretty good price on those. So anyways, that's what we're doing, guys. We're gonna try and get all this crap in. Tell you what, guys, this wiring stuff is not my forte, but we're getting this thing figured out. So one thing that I'm learning is, well, so let me just kind of do this real quick. That's the headlight switch, turns on the headlights. Then the dimmer switch, whenever you turn it on, should turn this one on for brights. So that's brights, that's dims, brights, dims. So that works great. Turn signals though, you go to the left and it just stays solid. So what I'm guessing is using LED lights, because right now I'm just using these little button lights and they're LEDs. So I have one on the back, one on the front, on each side. And I don't think it's creating enough resistance to make it flash. So, I need to find some taillights. I need to just go find some old sockets or something, just throw on there and see what they turn out to be. And if they work, then cool. If not, then, well, you know. Anyways, so we do got that working though. Yesterday I had a mishap to where whenever you pull these, I didn't realize that there's a hazard button. So when you push this in, they stay solid. So I was like, yeah, I screwed something up. Well, come to find out, there's a hazard button. So we don't need that. We're gonna take that screw out. Boom, no hazards. We're not gonna be broke down the side of the road or anything. This thing she'll be good. So no need for hazards. Yeah, we're getting there slowly. I think I'm just gonna start getting the Model A ready and get it ready for prom. Ought to be pretty cool. So anyways, let's fast forward to that. It's gonna be fun. Guys, real quick before we go to the Model A and prom, I want you to know, instead of working on the Model A, like I probably should have been, and don't get me wrong, it's good. It's good to go. We'll throw a blanket down and make sure she doesn't rip her dress and stuff, like we said, and make that good. I've spent the last 2 days on figuring out this dang turn signal crap and why I don't have them. Now, I've bought resistors. I've bought different relays that were LED compatible. I've looked at everything, and it has whooped me. So, what fixed it was I had to buy a LED flasher, strictly LED, which I'm sure it would probably work on incandescent. I don't know. We're not even going to get into it because my mind is right now. But yeah, I've spent at least 7-8 hours total working on these turn signals. So, I'm going to show you. So, our indicators, all that. I don't have any lights hooked up front or in back. I just dissipated everything. So, we got a flasher here from good old Napa. It's strictly LED. I don't know if you can see that number and crap. But, the issue that I had was, let's see, I don't have the other flasher with me right now, but this is your regular flasher, okay? Works on incandescent. Then you got one that says LED compatible. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't work. Maybe if you had any, again, I don't know. I've wired it 16 different ways, nothing. So, yeah, anyways. Found this one, and it has a ground wire coming off the back of it. So we ground it. Now, I got my battery juicer on there. She's shooting power to her. I got the key turned. And now, we have turn signals. I don't understand. But we got them. After I've taken my harness apart 6 times, it's just, I tell you, it has tested me. But we're there. We've made it. We have fixed the very first thing I've tried. So this is the first thing I've tried with turn signals. And we had all these issues. I'm hoping everything else goes smooth. No, the headlights work. But the good thing is we only have like 48 bajillion different other things to hook up. So we should be great. Our batting average is shit right now, but that's okay. Figure it out. Good thing is we got a year to do it, so we're fine. Other than that, let's get to the prom stuff because I'm done for the week on this thing. Anyways, should be fun. Dies like that, you can start it back in gear if you need to. Yeah. Yep. It's pretty fun to drive. You'll have a good time. Yeah.
Is it street legal? You have
It
a
is.
license plate on it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I pick up Axel and daycare in it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I bet he loves that.
Oh, he does. He has a good time with it. Yep. What do you think, dude?
I like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right. Now these handles are kind of tricky. You gotta pull them back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's all yours, dude. Let's see if you can do what I tell you.
All right.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yes. How do you fucking put this on?
You'll be fine, sis. All right.
All right, guys. Super cool being able to watch your own car kind of drive through something like that. I don't know, kind of proud, but very glad that Caden asked to use it. I probably got just as much enjoyment as he did, because I loved it whenever somebody else gets to enjoy your ride that you put all this work into and stuff, and they appreciate it. So I'd let him drive it whenever he wants, you know. And I did tell him, you get in this thing, you drive it hard, do whatever you want. I do not care. It's 100% his car in that time. So I would say he enjoyed it. So I'm glad they did. But as soon as they basically got out of the car, I hopped in. We went and threw it back on the trailer because we got some pretty heavy storms coming this evening. And I definitely don't want to fill the engine full of water. So we're headed back to the house. Trying to think. Yeah, no, I don't. Nobody's dresser suit got ripped, so that's a plus. That's awesome. But anyways, that's probably going to be it. We got some stuff that we need to do on the car next week. We have got to get some stuff done this week. Spent way too much time just trying to figure out turn signals. So we got to buckle down, get some crap done. I know we got a year left, but pretty soon we'll have a day left. So we got to get that did. Anyways, I guess Axel's going to sing to me in the truck, so I'm going to listen to him. Other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Yeah, take it easy. All right, you want to tell them bye? Knuckles. Boom, boom.